Hey everybody. Since the last episode, I cut off a couple little tabs that were in here. Just cleaned things up a little, cut the two pieces of the frame back here and there. Just trimmed up the bottom a little bit. And just to make sure stuff fits. This episode here, I made the brackets, which you can see right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the washer, put the washer here in the back, and then we're going to bolt these on, and I'm going to have to bend them over to the frame, and then we're going to end up welding them all together. So this episode is mostly going to be about making the parts right there, and we'll go from there.
This machine here is called a metal lathe. I just face done it off, and now I'm drilling it out. Next I'm bringing in the cutoff tool. I'm going to move the part out a little more than ½ inch. Now I'm cutting it off. This machine is called a surface grinder. What I'm doing here is I'm just grinding them down so they're both the same length, so that way there you can't mix them up. This machine is a metal cutting horizontal saw. This piece here is a larger washer. I actually had stock that had a hole already in it, so all I'm going to do is cut them off. I'm back in the metal lathe now, and the two pieces I cut off, I'm going to face them off to length. First you have to face off one side. Next I'm going to chamfer it, and then do the same thing on the other side. We're back in the horizontal bandsaw again, and this time here we're cutting the big plates that are going to be we're going to have to weld to the frame and supports for the engine. This is a belt sander. I pretty much do this after cut everything. Take the sharp edges off so that when you're working with it, you don't cut yourself. This machine is a Bridgeport. They're great for milling, drilling. You can see right now I'm putting the drill in. And then what I do is I use verniers and just measure both sides of the vise to get it in the center. It's a cheat. The next thing I do is I eye the center of the drill up on the edge of the part, set 0, and then move it over. I think this time was 3/4 of an inch. Then you just drill the hole. Back at the belt sander, all I'm doing is I'm hitting the both faces where the burrs are from the drill. Back at the Bridgeport now, and all I'm doing is putting in a countersinking tool. So that way there the plates I just deburred, I can take the sharp edges off. Here I'm taking all the parts, the flat plates I made, I'm taking the washers and drawing the ones I have to do a half moon on, I'm just circling around them. And then the big plates I do a full circle and then draw angles on them. This is a vertical bandsaw. I'm cutting the corners off on the thinner parts that I have to grind a half moon on. Back to the belt sander, and you can see I'm grinding the half moon on them. This thing really grinds quick. Now what I'm doing right now is on the two lighter parts, I'm drawing the angles I'm going to cut off. Back to the vertical bandsaw. I'm cutting off the corners now. The pick coming up pretty soon. You should. You can definitely see better what I'm doing. It's really hard to video and cut at the same time. Here we are back at the bandsaw on the lighter parts. Belt sanding off the corners. Basically, you're just trying to make everything look pretty and take all the sharp edges off so you don't cut yourself. This is what the finished parts look like